Good morning, it's Pamela from Yorkshire in the north of England, here to talk about By Hook or By Crook, which is the one I chose this time was Marlow Murder Club, which was written by Robert Thorogood. I have to confess I still haven't read the book. I've just watched the initial the first part, which was the first book, and I watched it on TV, and I watched it another 2 times. Now, I've already done a rundown of roughly about the people in it. Now, just a little word about the victims. So we had 3 victims in order of being killed. There was Stephen Dunwoody, Iqbal Kazam and Liz Curtis. Now, they were each wanted dead by a single person. So Elliot Howard who was a antiques dealer, he wanted Stephen Dunwoody dead. Giles Bishop, who was a solicitor, wanted Iqbal Kazam dead, and Danny Curtis, who was a rowing instructor, he wanted Liz Curtis dead. Now, they each had been at the same school, and I saw Iqbal Kazam, by the way, and I think Stephen Dunwoody as well. But anyway, each of them agreed to kill each other's victim, and that way the one who had the motive could have an alibi. So therefore Danny killed Stephen by the river. That was the first killing. Elliot killed Iqbal whilst he was in bed. Giles killed Liz at the rowing club. So they all used the same gun, which was the Luger, and they all had a medallion left in their mouths, which was the Faith Open charity, which was to do with the Masons. Now, I think that was obviously to throw a red herring in, I think. I've had 5 technically, because I've had 2 from one person, so I've had 5 entries. I of course did the shawl stroke scarf, which was the red clover pattern by Carmen, Annie Design, and I would recommend these patterns. She's a very good designer, and if you don't want to pay for one, she does have lots of tutorials for her own designs on her YouTube channel, and she also has I think some free ones on her website, but I wanted this red clover one, which was £4.31 from Etsy. Now, I used the Yarn Smith Pebble Ace Prints DK. This was to try this yarn, and I also wanted to use this one to try this before I used my best yarn that I bought at the last wool fair I went to, and I used shade 2D 320, which was Monmouth. That Pebble Ace, and I'll pop pictures of the finished one, and mine represents a river Thames, which of course the first murder took place beside the Thames, and also Judith swims in the Thames daily. So my first entry was from Robin, who is at Crochet Jolly on Instagram, and she crocheted an amigurumi, a German Shepherd, which was to represent Luna. She chose a better colour than black, which Luna is black, because obviously it's so hard to crochet in black, and she wanted some something different about it, so she used better colours, and she also gave her a pink collar and some balls to play with to add some more interest to the piece. I'll pop pictures in, and I'll also do a little run through of them at the end as well. That is a really lovely job that she's done there. Then I got 2 entries from Kerry, who is at kerry.nosebag on Instagram, and she did a portrait of Judith, who is played by Samantha Bond, and I think you'll all agree that this is a very good likeness and it's an exceptional painting. Now, she also made up a crossword using an online crossword generator. Now, I will share the link to that, but there is a little rider in that she's put some personal references that only me and her will know. But if you have any difficulty, just give us a nod and I'll you know, try and help you out. I'm missing one clue myself, by the way. There's one that I haven't been able to get. The third person to enter was Robert, who is on Instagram as @EversRow0, and he, as we already know, is an origami creator, and he did for us a red herring, which of course there's always lots of red herrings in mysteries, and there should be, because we need to be thrown off track, and you know, we've got to spot the red herrings. He modelled it from pleat folds, and this is his first attempt at this technique. He's happy with how it's come out, and I mean, so am I think it's wonderful, and I do love the colour he's used for the red herring as well. Then we have an entry from Moe. I don't know if she says Moe or Moe, who is at Miss A Pippin on Instagram. Now, she was pushed for time, and she didn't get to what she wanted to do, and or wasn't happy with it. So she's done a photograph entry, which of course, photography is another art form, so I'm quite happy with that. I think it's great. So she's submitted 2 photos of her daughter's dog, Goz, who obviously, when you see the photo, is a German Shepherd. So I think that's amazing. And the one where the dog is standing well centred in the picture is a beautiful photograph of an animal. So yeah, I'm happy with all those entries, and thank you so much for joining in. I am so pleased. Everyone who's taken part seems to have enjoyed the story, whether it be on TV or the book or audio book. And indeed, Miss A Pippin has actually said she's got 3 more of the books. So you see, this is what it's all about, you know, inspiration to do things, you know, that perhaps we wouldn't have found otherwise, you know. And I certainly didn't know these were books before I watched the TV show, and I think it's great that it gives you ideas of things to do, you know. So yeah, I'm sure you'll all agree that they're all wonderful entries, and I'm just glad that you enjoy joining in, and we'll think of the next one. So I'm having July off from, you know, there won't be one in July because I'm doing Christmas extravaganza 2025 anyway, but I just wanted to have breaks in between them, so I'm going to think up which one to do next. Hopefully we'll come up with something good. I'm saving now Murder Before Evensong, which was the Richard E. Cole's book. He's a former pop star turned reverend, and he's now retired as a reverend as well, but he started writing these murder books, and I just thought I was going to do that one, but then they commissioned it for TV, I think, or a film. I'm sure it's I think it's TV, so I'll wait till it comes out, and then we'll see. You know, we can watch either or listen to the book or whatever. So yes, that is that. Anyway, I will come back with another one towards the end of this month. And take care of yourselves. I'll be back later today with the Christmas extravaganza. Bye for now.